Hi everybody, welcome to Tuesday Talk. Alright, let's get started. Alright, the first question I got was how to have good self-esteem in a superficial world. I think self-esteem is something that you have to gradually come to terms with, because I don't care how beautiful you are, I don't care how, what you look like on the inside, on the outside. Every single person, I have discovered that every single person has something that they don't like a flaw of some sort. And especially from watching like the YouTube videos or whatever, I watch a lot of YouTubers, and I find the YouTubers that are fairly small, like I'm talking about a size under a size 10, like skinny girls, like they're constantly complaining. Not that their complaints are not valid, but sometimes it just gets irritating because you'll see these really thin girls with great figures, and all they can talk, I'm so fat, I'm so fat, I have this jiggle here, and I'm just like, honey, if you want to see fat, I can show you that. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, what are you talking about? And and I have to have an open mind with that as well, because I don't see what they see clearly. But then again, you kind of have to understand, because everybody has, nobody considers themselves really perfect. There's this young lady that I watch, and I just think she's so beautiful. But when she talks about herself, she's just like, oh, I don't think I'm like a pretty girl, or I'm not in that category of the, fine and all. And I'm just like, this girl has no clue what she looks like. She is gorgeous. And she just does not see herself that way. And I think you really have to encourage yourself. There's a song by Donald Lawrence. He's a gospel artist or whatever, and it just says sometimes you have to just encourage yourself. No matter what you're going through, you have to encourage yourself, because people on the outside will talk about you like an old dog. Especially when you're in the public eye and you put yourself out there, people will just find stuff that don't even exist and try to bring you down. But you have to be steadfast and unmovable and say, okay, well, whatever, and that's why I don't have a lot of negativity on my channel, thank goodness, because, I try to shut that type of stuff down, because to me, I think it's just petty to go on somebody's YouTube, on their channel, and just berate them and talk about them. It's just dumb. And so I try to, when I first started, I had like maybe one person call me fat or whatever, and I was just like, really? Is that the best you got? Like, for real. It's not an insult if it's true. I mean, if you're going to talk about something, be like original. Like, fat, really? I'm fat? Okay. I know I'm fat. I don't like to call myself fat. I'll call myself full-figured or something that's a little bit politically correct, but you're not hurting my feelings by calling me fat. And it took a long time, because when people used to talk about my weight, I used to be so hurt, because this is the biggest I've ever been in life. I used to be very thin when I was in school and when I was a lot younger, so being this heavy, it's just like a new thing for me. You know what I mean? And I'm not going to stay this heavy for long, of course not, but when you didn't gain it overnight, and you're not going to lose it overnight, and it takes time. And I had a baby, and that's just a whole nother set of obstacles, but I'm going to lose it all, eventually. But in the meantime, I'm going to wear nice clothes, fix my hair, I don't wear makeup, but do myself really nice. And so it doesn't really matter what anybody says. I'm comfortable in my own skin. I'm not going to walk around depressed because I'm heavy, because it's just, for what? I have a husband that loves me. I love myself, more than I love the outward casing of, my outward appearance. I love what's inside, so that's just pretty much it, you know. And that's what I want to instill into my daughter, that no matter what, if you don't like something of yourself, you can safely lose weight, and I'll help her, you know. But in the meantime, I'll show her. I'm teaching her from this age now. I feed her nothing but fruits and vegetables. She only drinks water right now. I don't give her juice or candy or anything like that. But she's almost 10 months, so she's not gonna have any of that. And I'm gonna try to keep her away from certain things and just show her how to eat properly. So by the time she even, you know, is aware, you know, mommy will already have lost the weight, and then I can, you know, help her and guide her and her future siblings into the right direction of how to maintain a healthy weight and a healthy lifestyle. And that's just pretty much it. And even aside from weight, I'm going to always encourage and tell my kids, you're beautiful, you're handsome. You know, no matter what people say, people are going to say the nastiest things ever, but the only opinion that matters is God's opinion. And if God, you were made in His image, and if He liked how you look, because He made you to look like Him, so of course you're the mom. You a bag of chips and a soda on the side. You understand? And so that's just pretty much how I live. I mean, I do get insecure sometimes. I miss my shape. I miss being a Coke bottle. I miss all of that. You know, I miss turning heads and all of that stuff. I miss it. I miss the attention. Of course you do. You're a woman. What woman does not like a guy to be like, oh wow, she's so beautiful? You know what I'm saying? I get it rarely, but not as much as I would like, you know. But you know, it does happen every now and then. So I'm not a big deal for me. You know, when you ask people to ask you questions, they just ask you any and everything. The next question is why I don't dress up in for vlogs. Like why I don't like makeup out, because I'm not a phony person. Like this is my everyday thing. Like I vlog. I'm a real person. I don't try to pretend and put on for anybody, and I feel like you guys are more comfortable seeing me be a real figure than to be all done up, and it's just too much work to be doing all of that. And plus, I don't wear makeup because I have very, very sensitive skin. You know, my eyes irritate easily, so I can't put makeup on my eyes, you know, so I just don't wear it, you know. And I just try to be as real as possible now, you know. I try to look presentable because, you know, sometimes I just be like, well, whatever, you know, because, you know, y'all want to see what's going on. Like, I don't think y'all care. If you do care with them, I'm okay, well, whatever. I'm not gonna do all of that stuff just to please anybody. You know, if you want to see folks made up and makeup all the way down, hair done and all that, then, you know, you can look at those vloggers that do all of that. I ain't doing that. I don't have enough views to do all that. Come on, man, for real. And why I don't wear makeup, I'm allergic to a lot of it. So, and plus it's very, very expensive and it's very, very time consuming. Now I do wear lipstick and lip gloss. That's it. What part of my life has like humbled me? I think pregnancy has humbled me a lot, because I just went through so much with like a particular family member. Like it was just so crazy. Like I really had to take a step back and just, you know, I used to get offended easily, you know, and you know, I used to feel very, very down on myself. I used to, when I was at, you know, like 8 or 9 months pregnant, you know, I used to look in the mirror and cry. And my husband was like, I'm going to take all the mirrors and I'm going to throw them out. He used to threaten to take all the mirrors out of the house. Because I could just look at my belly and like, oh my God, I'm so big, you know. And it really, really humbled me, because you don't care. You don't focus so much. You just try to dress up, you know, what you have, you know. And one thing I didn't do was we didn't have the funds. I didn't buy any maternity clothes because we just didn't have the money for it, you know. And then my car broke down, and I spent like a lot of money getting my car fixed, so I couldn't get a lot of things. And so now that my husband has a better job and we've been saving a lot of money, now that when I get pregnant again, in July, I'm going to invest and buy a lot of nice maternity clothes because I really want to look nice this time being pregnant. And I'm going to buy good quality clothes because we plan to have 3 more kids. And so that means I'm going to be pregnant 3 more times. And so I want to look nice. And so I'll buy like some staple items, like, one blue jean skirt, a couple of pairs of pants, 2 shorts, and probably a dress. I don't really like to wear dresses because I feel like because I'm huge, I'm big all over, so I don't look good in dresses. And I'll buy like different tops to go with it, so that I can look really nice while I'm pregnant. So that's the plan for my next pregnancy. Loving myself. Oh man, there's just so, other than the way I look physically, there's so much about me that is just so great and incredible. And I think you have to find that. Like, I feel like I have an amazing mind. I'm really, really intelligent. I have just the greatest attributes, aside from, and I think I'm a beautiful person regardless of what society may call beautiful. I think I'm a very beautiful person. I have great teeth. I have a great face. I still look exactly the same as I did, years and years and years ago. Like, nothing about me has significantly changed other than my weight. So it's not really hard loving me because I'm just a bomb. How do I shut down my naysayers? I just ignore them, and if they continue, I completely cut them out of my life. Life is too short to be dealing with folks who just don't have no sense. You know what I'm saying? Or people who are not encouraging. I have a very, 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 very tiny circle of friends, and like I said, I have my friends I can count on one hand with fingers left over. And those people, I'm all about quality instead of quantity when it comes to friendship. And I have a really good friend, and all she does is encourage me. We encourage each other to be the best that we could be. And we share our mistakes and our faults and stuff, and we just try to do the best that we can, as wives and as mothers. And wherever it is we fall short, we learn from each other's mistakes, and we just keep it moving. And that's the kind of people you need in your life. Not a bunch of negative Nancy's fussing and fighting. I watch a lot of reality TV, and I just I wouldn't be able to handle it. Like, I'm just like, all that fussing and fighting for just nothing. Oh, she talked about me, she said this about me. Like, come on, grow up. Leave that for high school kids. Let the high school kids do that. But grown women, especially grown women in their 30s and 40s, fussing and fighting and jumping on each other, like, who has time for that? I don't. And so I think and that's pretty much it for the questions. I know this is really quick, but I felt like it was just, I think we need to embrace negativity. Because if you don't go through, if everything in your life is hunky-dory and wonderful and great, you'll never know how to deal with it and handle things when they're really, really horrible and really, really bad. And so I think everybody should just, it's not, I don't think it's the negativity, it's how you handle it. And if you handle it in a great way, then you're good to go. It took me a long time to handle negativity in a positive way because I was just so used to, as a child, I was suppressed. My feelings were suppressed. I wasn't allowed to express myself. So when, my parents would do things that angered me, I would just bottle it all up in. And when I became an adult and I could express it, I would lash out and bark at people. Oh, hell no, you ain't gonna talk to me like that. Now that I have matured and I have gained some life experience, me at 33, it's like if somebody tries to start something with me or whatever, I'll just be like, okay, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Keep it moving. I don't engage in arguments and fussing and all that stuff because for what? All you're going to do is just raise your blood pressure and you're going to die early because stress kills. So that's pretty much how it is. So if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, or you want to tell me how you handle negativity and how you maintain your self-esteem in the superficial world, you leave that down below. And I will talk to you guys next time for another Tuesday Talk. Bye.